I'm guessing by now you've learned that training your restaurant team members and management is critical to your success. I'm also guessing you're still wondering who the heck is supposed to be doing the actual training. I'll dive into that very answer in just a moment. I'm Dave Scott Peters, restaurant expert, coach, and creator of the Restaurant Prosperity Formula. I've been coaching restaurant owners since 2003, and I'm really glad you're here to learn. Today, I want to answer the question of who should train your new restaurant employees. But before I do that, if you like tips and tricks like this, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and oh yeah, that bell so you're notified when my next video tip comes out. And for more tips and tricks for running a profitable restaurant or to hear restaurant owner success stories, make sure you tune into my podcast, Restaurant Prosperity Formula, found on all the popular podcasting services. Okay, for many restaurant owners and managers, they quickly jump into having their best employee in each position become the trainers. But I'm going to tell you right now, 99% of those great employees, your best employees in each position, often become your worst trainers because they're so damn impatient. Like, just do what I do. Just really impatient. And the truth of the matter is, most of those people are just good at what they do because it's natural to them. We need to be making sure we understand that when we start to think about who's going to be doing the training. Now, following that person, the logical person is actually you, the restaurant owner. I get it. Wait a second. What do you mean? Well, this is because technically it's your opportunity to build a special relationship with that new team member. And it's also the beginning of a strong leadership presence in your place. I will tell you that training equals leadership. But the truth is, you need to delegate training. That's right. While I just said you're the logical person, you're not the right person to do it, because your job is what? Working on budgets, marketing, developing your managers, leading the team, holding them accountable, thinking strategically, and moving your business forward. It is not to get in the trenches and teach somebody how to dice an onion or bust a table. So if it starts with somebody to train, you need to start with the obvious. And that is, you got to have systems. So before you can have training, you have to have your system, your process, your way. We can't have 5 different ways to train somebody to do anything. From creating a burger, right? Following the recipe, people have 5 different ways to do it. No, there's one way. Counting out a bar drawer, if it's a manager, there's one way. Serving a table, the steps of service, one way, your way. You've got to make sure that when you start talking training, and somebody to do it, you need to get all that information out of your head and into your system, your process, your way. So now that we have that, we're next going to assume that you have a training system, that there's a system, a process, a way to training people on your system, your process, your way. And at this point in time, you need to think about, if I have a training system in place, I need to then train the trainer. I cannot say follow that person. Right? Just follow anybody, the most senior person on the shift, or the longest person who's been here, or, the fact of the matter is just do what they do. That's not a trainer. That's not a training system. And finally, you need to make sure you compensate the trainer, both front of house and back house. All too often we compensate the front of house person, but we don't the back house. Training someone is an extremely important responsibility. We want to make sure our trainers feel appreciated and they get paid for it. Now, that's a long way to get to the answer of your trainer should be an employee who is trained in that position. So think about it this way. While I'd love it for you to be you, I really wouldn't love it to be you. I need you to lead the business. I do not want you to grab your best employee. I want you to find the employee on your team who does it your way, who will follow your lead and ensure people who are coming in do it your way. That's the most important part. Then make sure they are trained on your training system, and you'll be on your path to having great new employees. If you're tired of not being able to leave your restaurant because no one else knows how to run it, I want to make sure you know it doesn't have to be that way. You can leave your restaurant. It is possible to build a team of people who know how you want the restaurant to run, with trained and responsible people in place. You can give yourself time away. What would you do if you had time away from your restaurant? Would you sleep better? Would your relationships improve? Would you feel more relaxed? These are all things you deserve to experience as a business owner. It's why we own our own businesses. If you would like to learn how to own a restaurant that doesn't depend on you to be successful, click the link in the description to watch a free video to learn exactly what you have to do. Also, be sure to subscribe to get my weekly tips and watch these 2 videos to get more information and guidance for running a successful restaurant.